Let's take you back to one of our leading stories now. Tom Moyane is not getting his job back. The North Gauteng High Court has just ruled or upheld the decision by President Ramaphosa to fire him. Ramaphosa fired Moyane, you'll recall, on the recommendations of Judge Nugent's interim report. Reporter Heidi Jokos is in Pretoria and she joins us live now. Heidi, good morning to you once again. So we caught the impromptu briefing by Tom Moyane and his lawyer just at the end. What did he have to say? What's the legal strategy going forward?
So the legal strategy going forward is that they are going to launch Part B. They're saying that Part A was the fact that they wanted the status quo lifted, status quo being that Tom Moyane remains suspended until his disciplinary hearing is over and until the court rules that the Nugent Commission was unlawfully established. However, this judge at the North Gauteng High Court dismissed his application with costs, basically saying that, Tom Moyane does not have a case here and that the President hires and fires the SARS Commissioner, and he lawfully fired Tom Moyane, and that the Nugent Commission was lawfully established, despite the fact that Tom Moyane was arguing that it was not lawfully established and he was not given a fair opportunity to present himself, given the fact that his disciplinary hearing and the Nugent Commission was running at the same time. So Tom Moyane's fight here, when it comes to his status quo, has been dismissed, and they are saying they're going to launch Part B. They haven't given much detail as to what Part B entails, but the fight is not over for him, as he said.
Heidi, did the judge expressly say that the President can now go ahead and hire a new SARS commissioner?
Exactly. So the judge made it very clear that the President can now go and appoint a new SARS commissioner. Part of Tom Moyane's argument was that he did not want the President to appoint a new commissioner until the court heard his application. The courts have heard his application and have made it very clear that the President can go forth and appoint a new SARS commissioner, as well as release the final report from the Nugent Commission, because that was also one of Tom Moyane's arguments, saying that the President cannot release the final report from the Nugent Commission and its panel because it was unlawfully established. However, the judge made it clear that it was lawfully established and that the President did everything lawfully, and that's why he listened to the interim reports to fire him.
I noticed that there was an attempt by you guys to try and get a comment from Tom Moyane himself. The last time he was at court with you there, he was happy to talk and simply say fairness is what they had come to that court for. This time around, did he have anything to add or subtract?
This morning, he had nothing to say. Previously, we saw him last week actually speaking for the very first time since he was suspended in March, basically saying that he wants fairness to be practiced as he is a citizen, and that's all he's hoping for. But today, he didn't have much to say. All he said was that his counsel has spoken on his behalf, and his counsel and Eric Mabuza, his lawyer, basically saying that they will launch Part B and they're going to carry on fighting because they feel that they have a case to put forward. Whether it is in this High Court or the Apex Court, we'll have to wait and see where they take the next application.
All right, Heidi Jokos, thank you very much for that update, giving us the latest on the decision of the court to uphold the decision of the President, Cyril Ramaphosa, to fire Tom Moyane as SARS Commissioner.